Blessed be. Today is April 14th, and it is Dreams of Reason Feast Day. And it turns out they made a holiday for appreciation in regards to the scientific endeavors that don't pan out, and even kind of in regards to some of the sci-fi predictions that don't come true in the time. So like with Back to the Future 2 in the year 2015, we still don't really have hoverboards. So that prediction didn't quite make it. You have variations, but kids aren't out in the street floating. But what did come true out of the show was the self-lacing sneaker. Nike did actually release some limited edition auto-lacing sneakers, which is pretty cool. I didn't really pay any attention to that till I dug into what today is. So interesting to see what's going on out there. So this week at work, it's been very interesting. At the meeting I facilitate, we did a dive into our Autodesk accounts. Like it's each user has their own access. And we started going on to the subject about the amount of resources that are really available on there. I mean, Autodesk doesn't just push out the software and leave you hanging, but we all kind of discussed and agreed, that's not really a place we go to, and really think of as a resource. We're so quick to go to YouTube and, some easier solutions. Although I will say now with the AI coming out, I'm having fun. And you can really get it to explain simple concepts. We're going to be having much more in-depth conversations about that at some point. Probably on the Discord channel, because that's something I want to talk to other people about. Not just talk to myself, because that's not, although I would get the same thing out of this, which is just kind of evaluating my experience. So, either way, I digress. No, my intent is to talk with other people, to interact, and to really dive in socially to see how we can use ChatGPT and similar programs to really help explain concepts, maybe put together new ideas. And I mean, just with the AutoCAD software, with such an open subject. Okay, so focusing back on Autodesk, though, as the resource, that's where this conversation was what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to do next week, which is focus in on the Autodesk platform, the user interface that we see, and to really dive into those resources, kind of like a work hour, and to see where we find some useful information. Tutorials, blogs, I mean, who knows? So I'm excited for this, and I like the opportunity to share this kind of experience with my peers. I mean, I could go through and try to hang out on Autodesk by myself. Honestly, I do like the social aspect of this, and getting to discuss what I found, and hearing what somebody else found, and that's what I want to get out of the Discord. So I'm going to attach the link somewhere here in this description, and if you feel so inclined, come join us in the CAD Coven, where I hope to create space for drafting conversations. So this is all a work in progress, so feel free to join and hang out. I had my first watch party on Discord this week. I wanted to do a watch party for the Autodesk release of the 2024 features, and it went relatively good. So it was my first event like this, the first watch party. And I have, I think right now, 4 members on Discord, and 2 of them are my coworkers, so I interact with them regularly. And so they showed up. Because I talked to them at work, I was like, I want to do a watch party on this platform. I want to see how it works and practice facilitating. So they agreed to log in at that time. We got to watch it together. I learned that I had to have the Zoom link active for it to play through on the share screen. Because if I didn't have it active, if I had clicked on to the Discord server, it actually didn't show, but you could hear the audio, but it didn't show the video. So I found that surprising, but it's what I learned. So each experience is learning something. I appreciate the patience of my coworkers while I figured it out. And then we got to kind of, the intent was to discuss it afterwards, but one person had to leave, and then the other person couldn't figure out how to get their mic to work, so we don't know where the issue was. So I let them kind of play around with settings for a little while to see if it was something on Discord, if it was something in their setup, but I don't think we ever got that answer. But I said, next time, we'll just keep practicing. So I'm excited with how that went, and that's pretty much what I've been up to here. If you'd like to hear more entries into the CAD Riches Grimoire, don't forget to hit subscribe. And until next time, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.